Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Hello, my name is Manakova Ksenia. I'm the director of the Ufology World Congress. And now here with me from Denmark, Dorte Joy Juul. She will have her workshop at our coming congress. Hello, Dorte.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, I'm quite well. What about you?
Oh, I'm fine. And I'm looking forward to have this talk with you.
Oh, I'm blessed for this, and also I'm happy that you share your time with us. So, according to you and to your workshop, you created the Cosmos Evolution, and your workshop will be connected with the Cosmos New Age energy. Can you tell us more about this?
Yeah, Cosmos Evolution is about Cosmos New Age energy because we have two energies in the world, but we have to be aware of which one we are drawing on because that's where our consequences come from. So actually it is a learning progress where we learn through the wisdom of these two energies of the action that you experience in your life. So you begin to learn from life instead of learning from books. But it's not like I don't want people to think because they think, oh, now we don't have to learn from books. But it just, I think it's more balanced because now people learn outside themselves. And now in the new time, the future, we have to be aware of ourselves because we are the creator. So actually all of this is about creation. And if we don't know how we create problems, how do we want to solve them? And it's all about our mindset. So did it make sense?
Yes, but I think it not a very easy topic to discuss. I think there are a lot of information inside this, and your logic is that the energy is inside.
Yes,
And,
everything is energy.
and how we can free this energy from our body.
Yeah, you have to be aware of which energy we are drawing on, if it's the positive or the negative. If we don't know that, we don't know if we are constructive or destructive in our actions. And it's actually not about positive or negative, because that's the world we are living in. Something is healthy and something is not healthy. This is wrong and this is bad and this is good and this is healthy, and but the balance lays between. So that's actually the intelligence that we have to be aware of. It's a whole new dimension of learning because you're learning from your experience from the world outside you, to be aware of your inside. And we all the same. It's the same words, it's the same emotions, feelings. Yeah. So the more you know about yourself, the more you know about others. And so your higher awareness you have, you better you can help others. But maybe we think that the help is to help others, but sometimes it is to tell them what they're doing. And yeah, that's where we have to learn what is good. I think a lot of people are conflict avoiding. And if we don't want to go into the conflict and learn from it, we don't know how we created it. And we only have a low awareness. We have 20 to 40% awareness in the world. So we have 60 to 80%, what we are not aware of. But I think that's because it's about the past and the present and the future mindset. But we have created a science where we split up the body, and someone have science for the mindset, and someone have from the holiness, the energy or the spirits. I think it's the spirits is probably the better word. And but it's all collected, connected to each other. And I think that's what confusing people right now, because people actually believe in illness or diagnosis, and you're only diagnosed with something on the mindset you have right now, but you can change your mindset so you don't have that. You can heal yourself, and you do that with your awareness, and that's where you have to self-examination yourself through lives, so you get a higher awareness. So it's actually simple, but it takes time to get all the pieces together, and there's a lot of levels, but it's all about positive thinking.
And also, it is, as I understand, it's connected with the cosmos. There is, of course, connection with the cosmos. And can you explain this connection, like between cosmos, self-awareness, and mindset?
Yeah, cosmos is the light and the darkness, but you can get lost in the darkness, and you can be blinded in the light. So you have to find the balance between, and that's where when we discuss something, we have to think in more dimensions. Why do I say what I say? Why is it in the word, the power of the force in the word that we are using? The first thing I learned about myself was that I had confused trust with confidence with that I have to prove myself. But to prove yourself is not to have confidence. So it's actually where you figure out that I'm not good enough. That's actually what I was living. And why did I do that? That was from the past, because I couldn't see as a child. So I was, I should actually just come to school, and they didn't want to interfere of anything. So they didn't know what to do with me, because I couldn't see to read and write and everything. But I just learned differently, and I didn't know what it was until, many years later. And I discovered that it was the wisdom, because I was searching for the truth. Why is it that what people say and do don't go in the same direction? And that's actually because we are not aware of it. And that's what we have to be aware of. And then the life begin to give meaning. So the past, our past, our childhood also have an influence on our adult life.
And how can we raise this awareness? How people can reach this?
First of all, you have to self-examination. You have to be aware of to split up your mindset, because you have words, you have your feelings, and you have your emotions, and then you have your actions, and the action is your choices and your decisions, and which energy they are drawing on. But right now, a lot of people think that what you feel, I'm feeling so sad, or I feel angry, or when he said this, or whatever. No, the feeling is only because you have to learn from them, because they pushed a button that did something. And then you have to figure out, what is this here about? And the emotion is actually linked it all together. And we have three emotions: angst, anger, and sorrow. And I will explain that more when I come in September. And when you act on these, you create happiness or joy. An action you have to do to make happiness or joy. And when we get aware of this, we can begin to clear our defenses and our way of acting, because we are programmed childhood, because we're child, so we've been told, and we are not even mental to have the whole picture. So sometimes we also misunderstand things, the force of the word and the energy and the spirit of all existence. And that's what we have to discover, and we learn that from the inside. Right now we have studied outside ourselves. Now we have to figure out inside ourselves what is true and what is not true. So something have to be deleted, something have to be updated, and then you begin to figure out that maybe what you believed in is not true, or maybe what you thought was not good. That I thought that it was not good, that I couldn't read and write because it was the most normal thing in the world. But now I can see that why I shouldn't have the ability to read and write, because if I had, I couldn't find this cosmos. So I think we have to just have faith in life and learn from it. And when we see what we have to learn from the negative, it's positive. And we grow as a human being, and we grow in our mind and body and soul. And if we want to change the world, that is going to be the thing. So because people have, we have two kind of way of living. People that are suffering, and people that are living the pride. But the balance is between, because we have to stop living what's right and wrong, what's good and bad, what's healthy or what's unhealthy, because it's all created in our mindset. And your body is actually like the traffic signals when we are driving around, and we have to learn to listen to it, to be aware of what it actually tells us. And it's an awesome journey.
Can you give us the short summary, short brief of your workshop? What will you teach our attenders?
They're going to get their the story about the past, why it is what it is, because we actually still have the mindset from the Romans time, where we were jealous and we're fighting, and we can see that in the war we have right now. And so our mindset haven't changed, but our intelligence, our EQ is high, but our EQ isn't very, very low. And so that is what they are going to be aware of. And then I will want to come to with some example about how it is in real life, how we actually can begin to learn from life, where we have to see and how we have to study, and what it is about this emotion, and what the difference is between emotions and feelings. And when we get this awareness, we can begin to discover the energy, because we have to work with it, to experience it, to figure out what it means to work with this energy.
Oh, I think after our interview, our attenders will have much more questions, but I don't want to discuss them now. There should be some mystery for our attenders. So Dorte, thank you very much for attending our interview. It was a pleasure for me.
Thank you.
We're glad to invite you to our Ufology World Congress, the 6th edition, this September 9th, 10th and 11th in sunny Barcelona.